Hello, folks. I am back with another firearms review. But before I do my review, I would like to show this T-shirt to you. This is from a YouTuber by the name of 32 Icon. Some of you know her as Liv, and I wanted to show the long sleeve T-shirt that she sent out. If you want to get one of these, you'll have to just check her YouTube channel, and she will be able to provide that information for you. But these are really cool shirts right here. I have two of them. I have one with the dark sleeve and one with the light sleeve. So check out her channel. It's 32 Icon on YouTube. She does a lot of great gun reviews. So check her out. And I just wanted to show my support for her channel by showing my shirt. I will do some other pictures with this shirt on, as well as the other one to give a variation. So with that said, check out her channel. And if you want one of these, go get them as soon as you can. Okay, folks, now for the firearm review. Uh, One thing about when you purchase certain firearms, like there are certain firearms that get to you and that you have to have all the other extensions or all the other variations of that firearm. Well, that's what happened to me with CZ. I got my first CZ and I was warned that I would probably buy some more CZs, and so true, I was addicted. Well, the same thing that happened with this is my Staccato P, and you've seen this before, but I was so happy with this firearm. I've been shooting a lot with this. I got over 1,000 rounds with this right now, and I really like the accuracy. But this is a duty size, so it's pretty much a big firearm to tote around. So I decided to look for something that's more in a carry configuration, and I decided to pick up the Staccato C2. Now, the original Staccato C, I believe it was a single stack, and I don't know how many rounds was in there. I believe it was somewhere around 8 or 9. Someone to have to check that. But I decided to get this one. This is the Staccato C2. This comes with 3 16-round magazines, and it also has a 3.9-inch bull barrel. So let me just pull this back so you can see this barrel. And also I want to show that this is a clear firearm as well as the other one. And as you see, it is clear. We're looking right now at the bull barrel right here. Like I said, it's 3.9 inches. And the coating on the slide, they call it uh, the diamond-like carbon in black. So on this particular slide, that's what they call this. It has really nice serrations here, real grippy, nothing that would snag or cut you at all. And also, like I did mention, it does come with 316 round magazines. Another thing that I like about this are these sights. The sights on here are really decent. The sights are what they are calling, uh, if I read this correctly, as you see, there's a fiber optic front sight, and this is a rear sight here, and it's serrated in the back to cut down on glare. And I forget I believe they call this the perfect impact sight. So it's supposed to be rugged and durable enough, like if you want to rack it off of a boot or a belt or something of that nature. I did mention that it does have that fiber optic front. I like the overall design. And this is patterned off a 1911, but they call these the 2011s. As you see, they're dual safeties on both sides. Some purists might not like it. But like I said, this is patterned after a 1911, but they call these 2011s. If I could focus here, they call these 2011s because it's not a single stack, so they put a variation of the name title as a 2011. What they call it the Dawson Precision Perfect Impact sights, and I guess they're supposed to be very rugged, so you'll be able to do some rugged things with this. The trigger pull is a 4-pound trigger pull, and let me try. The hammer is back. Let me take the safety off. and it is a full pound trigger pull, which is basically a combat style trigger pull. Now, a lot of people know Staccato, which is formerly known as STI, as part of the competition circuit. So that's what they were known for. So, they have other firearms that are basically that were in less poundage, 2 pound, 3 pound, for their competitions. This is the right proper poundage if you're using this for concealed carry, or if you want to use this for any type of home protection or anything of that nature. It is a little weighty. It's when I mean a little weighty. I forgot to look up the poundage, but if I'm correct, I believe it's somewhere anywhere between 29 and 30 some odd ounces. I forgot to get that stat for you. Sorry about that, but it is. It's still. I test Walt with it, and it's not that heavy, no more different than if you're a 1911 enthusiast, you don't have a problem walking around with a steel gun. Well, this is partially, as you see, steel at the top, and then you have the bottom portion, which is made out of what I believe is a alloy frame. And this alloy frame here is it's a considered a lightweight alloy frame, and it does, as you see here, has the accessory rail. And what's interesting about it is it's not a bother when you shoot this. And if I didn't mention, this is a 9 millimeter. I'm not sure if it comes in 45, but I do know this is in 9 millimeter, and it does shoot very, very well. What I mean by that is that it's not snappy. I haven't had a problem with this. I was shooting this with I believe 115 grain, what it was, arms core. I really didn't like that round, and I thought I was going to have a hiccup at first with that round because it didn't seem like it was shooting accurate, or was it me not shooting accurate? But when I put in the my usual rounds that I like to shoot out of my firearms, which are Federals in 115, it seemed to, uh, maybe it's just me, it seems to be a little bit more accurate. And the rounds from the arms core looked kind of funky to me, but uh, in any event, this had no malfunctions whatsoever at all, and it was very, very accurate. They do have what they call this grip texture here. This is on all the new 2020, year 2020 made firearms, and they consider these 2011s. It has a what they call their G2 officer's length in black. This is a grip texture that they just changed over. If you know anything about the previous staccatos, they had like a tree bark look to them, and a lot of people like those because they like the feel of that texture. But this texture is kind of unique, and staccato is going into what is more defensive and more law enforcement, paramilitary type firearms now. So that's why they're going with this kind of texture right here. I know there are things that you could do with this. This grip here, this is a grip piece. It's all one piece in here to here. And my understanding is you unloosen this screw here, and I believe the screw adjustment on here and here. So if you want to change out the grip, if you look at certain grips on the, I guess, Staccato's website, well, whatnot, you can change certain configurations. Some people are doing other things as far as the tree bark look. I forget what they call that pattern exactly, but there are some limited things that they are doing as far as the grip texture here. Uh, like I said, it does shoot like a dream. And just to bring back the Staccato P, if you look at them, this one has I believe it's a 20 round magazine. with two 15 rounders. So this is a 20 round magazine with two 15 round magazines. And then if you put them side by side, you'll see that the Staccato piece appears to be a little thicker, but I don't think so. They're pretty much even. For some reason, this feels a little thinner. It does feel a little thinner. This is a little bit thicker, and they do that just so you will be able to carry the firearm. Height-wise, if I can do this, disregard the magazines. If you look at height-wise, better yet, I want to take these magazines out so you can see what I'm talking about. If you look at it height-wise, you'll see how much taller that the Staccato P is. And if you're looking at it from this particular side right here, you'll see how much longer. If I can get these lined up, you never can do things right on camera. And you can see how much of there is a difference between these two firearms. Like I said with the Staccato C2, is that there are no malfunctions whatsoever. And I was very happy about that, because all I did basically was lube it up so it would be able to function properly. The Staccato actually recommends that you clean the firearm before shooting it. One of the other features I wanted to note here, this has a different type of recoil assembly. They call it their recoil assembly Recoil Master Light. I do believe that they have other springs that you could use for this, but this is the original system that they put in there. The spring is a different light, a lighter for recoil. There are stiffer springs that I have from what I've read. This system here, a lot of times I don't like to use tools to break it down. I had no problem with other firearms in the past. I do use them, and it takes a minute. But it's like these little cup things that you can use to take this down. And they hook on underneath here, and you're able to take it down. And I tried it with the cup, and guess what? It didn't work out too well for me to take this apart. So I took it down like normal, and it broke down with no problems. But I don't understand why they have the little cup things, but because it does break down by itself properly. And here's the little cup gadget I was talking about. It helps for you to break it down. It comes with this right here. Actually, like I said, I broke it down with no problem without it. And I saw a video with, I believe his name is Hilton Yam. He's from T8 Performance. And in his takedown video, he did it without this. So I'll just keep it to the side. I don't really care that much about it. Just like CZ, Staccato also gives you their tiny little test target. As you see, there's the shot there. This 9mm minor, I guess that's a competition term because they have major and minor. So that's 9mm minor with the ammo they use is PBR 115 grain, TMC. I guess that's I forget what that term stands for. And here you see the inspector's name, initials, and it is MS. All right, so with that said, I just want to show you some targets real quick, and actually one target, actually. I only have one target available because I was testing out some other firearms at the time, so I didn't get a chance to do target 1 and target 2. So here's what I did. And all these shots I started maybe with 5 shots, roughly at 5 yards. So I pushed it back to 10 yards, and then I pushed it back to 15 yards. Now, I started off, the hole was a little smaller and it was very accurate. I had no problems. The reason why you see these missed shots here that are over here, over here, over here, over here, and over here, and up top here. The reason why you see those shots is because I was trying to see how accurate I would be shooting at 15 yards rapid fire, and I was trying to see if I can stay within where I wanted to be. I started off at 15 yards, correction, 13 yards, shooting it at a very moderate pace, and then I tried to speed up. And as you see, when I was speeding up, it just went awry. But for the most part, it's a very accurate firearm, and it's very, very reliable. And I can't say nothing more than that this firearm is a very, very excellent firearm. I'm looking to add another Staccato to uh, the group here, and I'm going to have to probably give up one of my firearms to get it because I'm really become a really a Staccato fan. All right, with that said, really, there's not much else to say. I mean, a lot of people will say that if they compare this with an automobile, they would say this is the Ferrari of handguns, and uh, you get what you pay for. It is a bit pricey for what it is. It's really a bit pricey, but it's one of those firearms that you get what you pay for. And this is not one of those firearms that you treat as a glam gun and you put it in your safe and it becomes a safe queen. These guns are meant to be run and run hard. Uh, I mean, you. This is one. They're tough firearms. It's made to be durable for those type of functions. All right. With that said, happy shooting. Stay safe. Hashtag 2A.